Hi. Was that good, you guys? Did I do good? Did I do a good job? Was that a good impression? Anyways, I'm freaking out. I keep deleting this video. I've had to re-record it probably like 5 or 6 times. I'm only on the intro. I haven't gotten past the intro yet because I keep going, oh, that was gross. Let's not do that. I don't know how to record a video for YouTube. I know how to record a video for TikTok and I can't do it for YouTube. So I'm a little nervous right now, if you can't tell. In order to help with my nerves though, I do know that it's a lot easier to talk when you have an activity to be doing at the same time. So I am going to be doing my makeup, which is why I have no makeup on, which feels so weird. I'm gonna be attempting a Five Nights at Freddy's makeup look, which sure is a little bit nerdy, but I really don't care. So not only is my face going to be bare, but I'm also going to be slightly bald for most of this video, which is a great start, am I right? Okay, so you might be wondering what pushed you to actually start a YouTube channel, and I'm going to start this off by saying it was mostly everybody on TikTok telling me to. The other biggest thing was actually, I've just always wanted to start posting on YouTube. It has always been a dream of mine to post on YouTube, to have my voice out in the world and see what people think of me. I love being perceived. I hate it, but I love it. So I've always wondered, you know, what would it be like if I did start a YouTube channel? And when I was little, I did post on YouTube all the time. Although it was mostly just gotcha videos and LPS videos. Also, please, this is a trust the process thing. I don't have any rhyme or reason when it comes to my makeup. I just throw it on my face and hope it looks fine. Okay, I had to get the scary part out of the way. I was feeling like I was looking really stupid. But anyways, goals for the channel. My goal really is just to kind of create this sort of like chatty vibe where I can go on and talk and not have to worry about people responding to me in a way, and people can go on and listen and not have to worry about responding to me in any way. You know, it's like a very antisocial interaction. That's my goal. What would you do if I just told you I ran out of all of my white concealer just now? So this is it. And if this isn't concealing enough, then this is the best I can do. Okay, another reason I wanted to start a YouTube channel, besides for everybody telling me I should already. Okay, one person telling me I should and me being like, yeah, I'm going to. And then everybody else backing me up on that, or backing that person up on that. Another reason I wanted to was because on TikTok, which I know everybody on here is from TikTok, so you guys will know if you watch anything I do. Most of my videos are very quick, short little videos, but I do like to sneak in a little long form, more talky, vloggy video every once in a while, which are really fun to make, but obviously TikTok is more for people with very small attention spans, which I'm not judging because I freaking love TikTok. But obviously there are other platforms where you can make longer form content like this one. So, you know, I might as well test it out and see what happens, because I really do like talking and I really do like these more talkative videos. These are very fun to make too. So yeah, my main goal is to create a channel where I can talk to you and you can talk to me, but neither of us have to talk to anybody in person and neither of us have to feel obligated to respond. Although I do love reading comments even if I don't reply to them, so I would appreciate it if you do want to comment. I would love to read them and see what you're saying and see what you think of me. Now, you may be thinking, your first video is a makeup video. Sort of. Is this what your plan is for the rest of your content? And to that I say absolutely not. I love doing my makeup, but that is a me thing. That is not a YouTube video thing. So I'm not planning on becoming any beauty influencer or nothing. No judgment to them. You guys are awesome. I can't be you. Like I said, the plan for this channel is really just to have a place to talk, and I talk better when I'm doing other things at the same time. And today the other thing that I'm doing is makeup. Okay, I'm being so for real right now, but do I look any different to you? Because I feel like I look the exact same, minus my eyebrows and my lips and my eyelashes. I feel like the color of my face did not change at all. And I have straight up white foundation and concealer on my face, so maybe pale blindness is a thing. Also, you may be wondering why I'm not taking out my septum or my nose jewelry or my nostril jewelry. I can't take this one out yet because I've only had it for a few weeks, and because I only pierced it a few weeks ago. I've already ripped it out a whole bunch, in case you were wondering. It has only bled once from putting it back in. My septum, I have an attachment to this piece of jewelry, and I feel like if I take it out, I don't look like me, so I have to keep it in, for my own personal reasons. Guys, I look insane. I look like, I don't even know, like a movie character. This is my favorite thing to do. Now you may be thinking, that looks so messy. And you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking, you're correct. Okay, I did try to fix it and it's still messy, but it's gonna be covered up with makeup anyways, so it doesn't actually matter. I just left my room real quick so I could go get my iPad so I could go look at what I'm doing for makeup, and my brother went, oof, you look different. Okay, I found the look I'm doing. I just look on Pinterest. You can look on Pinterest too if you want to go along and do this with me. So I always like to start with my eyes when I'm doing my makeup because if I start with my lips, I look stupid, even more stupid than I do now. So I don't want that. Anyways, I was about to go tell you what my ideas for videos were, and then I totally forgot what I was doing, and I was just about to give you a whole makeup tutorial, which is not what I want to be doing. So I would like to start off. I have a list written down. I could just go down the line or I can explain them. I don't know. I'll just figure it out. My list starts off with hauls and tours, which I really like to do on TikTok. That's my favorite thing to do on TikTok. I like to go on and be like, hey, by the way, this is my collection of stuff I have, because I have an obsession. So one of my other collections I have is vinyls. I really like to collect vinyls. I started a really small collection of Lala Loopsies, but I only have 2 because they're expensive. And so I stopped doing that. Late night chats is the main one. When I can't sleep, I really need something to just talk about and somebody to talk about, but everybody's sleeping, so I can't do that. That's when most of my longer TikTok videos get recorded, even if I post them later on in the day. I have makeup videos, stuff like this, talking makeup. This is my favorite kind of thing to do, you know, doing something else. Also, I swear to God, my teeth are not this yellow. It's because my face is white. I have cleaning videos because I'm really trying my best to block this view from you, but the thing is, I don't have a floor. Well, I have one, you just can't see it. So I love the idea of gaming videos, which is, I don't play very many games, but I do like to play games late at night when I can't sleep. If I have nobody to talk to, I will go on and play games. I like to go into itch.io and just play the games on there because honestly, the free ones, because I'm broke. But honestly, they're so fun to play, but a lot of them are like really old, whereas like they were really popular a few years ago, which is the worst thing. This is why I haven't been wanting to make a channel, because when I wanted to originally, this was like, you know, 9 years ago when I first started posting on YouTube, but I was little, and so my videos on there didn't match the vibe of what everybody else was looking for. But nowadays you go on and if you try to go post a video, you know, it's so many different games and so many different vibes, and I don't care for it, really. Let's just face it, you know, Prime YouTube was a totally different vibe, and I miss it. So I can't exactly post all of the videos that I would like to post now. Like Doki Doki Literature Club, that was my favorite game years ago, but you know, it's not a huge thing anymore, and my goal is not to be huge on here, it's just to have another place to talk. So I guess it doesn't really matter, but I also don't want to be talking to nobody because that's awkward. I do play Minecraft though, occasionally, and I play Sims, but you know, it's a little controversial right now, so I don't really know if that's a plan in the future. I also have on my list crafts and stuff, just little cozy little things, and then also just some random stuff. Literally it just says random stuff, so I don't really know. I don't really have any plans, I guess. Yeah, those are basically my plans. I can elaborate if you're interested, but I actually don't have any plans for this because I wasn't expecting to actually get myself to do this. You know, those things where it's like, okay, it's not even just like something you're procrastinating because you don't want to do it. It's like, it's a genuine interest of yours and you just can't find it in yourself to start it. Like, that's me with this. Now that I am doing it, it's like, okay, well, I really gotta like focus on what I'm even going to be trying to do with it, which is, it's not something I'm good at. So it will take a little bit for me to actually get used to this whole platform and all that, and what I want to do on here and what people want people to do on here, but eventually, hopefully, I will get it and you guys will be able to tell that I got it. Anyways, I can start on my eyes now because I got that out of the way, so I don't have to look that crazy anymore with no features. So in the look that I am looking at, I would show you, but I have my iPad set up in the perfect way, so you'll just have to see the vision come together. But the look that I'm looking at, it just kind of has like a wing in her liner, and then you'll see. Now, I will say I'm not a professional with makeup. It's more of a hobby for me, you know, so it's not a skill. It's kind of like, if it turns out fine, it turns out fine. So we'll see how this goes. You might be wondering why I'm not doing the eyeliner with eyeliner, but the thing is, I much prefer doing eyeliner with eyeshadow. I don't know if it's just because it's easier to control or what, but I love doing my eyeliner with eyeshadow. It makes it so much easier. Although I will say, you get sharper lines with eyeliner. Now, on TikTok, I've never done any sort of introduction to anything, because, I don't know, I guess it was never really important to me to do that. But I guess I will do that on here. So if you're on here and you're from TikTok, you know what? You get the little insight on my brain and all my favorite things. I guess on my list of things I wrote down, I did start with YouTube channels, which are YouTube channels, like as in YouTube channels I watch. Now, if you are from TikTok, which I'm assuming everybody will be, you will see that my profile picture is Dan and Phil, and they are my favorite YouTubers, and I only watch them. Their YouTube is just such a comfort for me. I can watch any of their videos as many times as I possibly need to. I put on their videos to sleep, I put on their videos for this and that, whatever. They're basically my favorite people to put on in any circumstance. But alongside Dan and Phil, I do also watch another Dan TDM. I've been watching him for forever now, since I was tiny. Probably like 3rd grade. I want to say 2nd or 3rd grade, I'd be waking up and watching his Undertale series every morning. That was my favorite channel when I was growing up. Him and Popular MMOs, Pat and Jed. Love them. Those are the two. Dan and Phil and Dan TDM are the two that I mostly watch these days. Is that even? Well, now it's not. Hello. I have to get all the excess off my face before it tries to do that and blend in, I guess. It's kind of the opposite of what I wanted, but you do you, I guess. Thank you. Go away. Just go away. You can go away. You know what? You can see where the eyeliner ends and the eyeshadow begins, actually. I'm just gonna pretend I don't care. Yeah. I don't care. I don't care at all, guys. Do you care? I don't care. Psh, I've never cared in my life. And this is why I shouldn't venture off of TikTok, because you know what? People here on YouTube are not gonna like me. She doesn't really have an inner corner done very much, but I want mine done, so I'm gonna. Okay. I think that's all I really wanted to do. Okay. That's all I want. But I'm gonna do mascara afterwards because I want to do the tears first. Did I say who I'm doing? It's a surprise now, I guess, but you'll probably figure it out immediately if you know anything about this game. I found the palette I need. I need a lot of purple, or not a lot of purple. I just need some purple because that's the next color. The one in the picture is not sparkly, but mine is, so. Now, next on my interests list would be games. I already mentioned some games I play, so I feel like we could just skip that over, but in conclusion to that games topic, I really just like Minecraft, Sims, Doki Doki Literature Club, itch.io games, independent games. I love games like that. That's what I play. I'm currently playing It Takes Two. We haven't finished it yet, but that's okay. And golfing with friends. I love that game. The basketball version, my favorite. It's really difficult if you're bad at gaming, which I am, so maybe it'll be way easier for you if you play, but I'm really bad at it. But basketball is my favorite version of the game. Can you tell what we're being now? Now, the next thing I was gonna go over is movies and shows, which I will go over. It doesn't really matter, but it's just an introduction for myself. And you know what? I really don't have that many things to talk about when it comes to myself. So movies and TV shows it is. So my favorite movie, I would say, is probably Girl Interrupted. It's such a good movie. I would only recommend it if you are mentally stable. I'm not, but I think that's why it's my favorite movie. Next on my movie list, I really like Juno. I have a few geckos. Well, I have 2 geckos. One of them is named Bleeker after the movie Juno. Now, if I'm being honest, I don't really consume much media. I haven't watched a lot of movies, so those are like my top 2 favorite movies. And that's... I really like Rocky Horror Picture Show. That's another one of my favorites. I've seen a small theater company perform that show twice now, and they're really good every time. So that movie is just so life-changing. If you haven't watched it, watch it, please. Now, I can't think of any other movies, so I'm going to move on to shows. For shows, I really like Impractical Jokers. I think it's just a really fun thing to put on, just in the background or just for fun. Like, I just love Impractical Jokers. I'm sure most people have seen it, but if you haven't, check it out. I literally cannot think of any other shows I've ever watched in my life. I did recently watch Heated Rivalry. I will say that some of the writing is not amazing, but I did really like the show. I wish we had seen more conversation between the two characters. I wish we had seen more hockey because it was literally a hockey show. But I'm not really one to critique movies or shows because I don't really watch them. So my favorite show of all times is The End of the Effing World. Hands down best show I've ever watched. It's so good, everything about it, the vibes. I could watch that a million times and never get bored of it. That and I'm Not Okay With This, which I'm so upset. I'm not okay with the fact that it got canceled. If I ever become popular on social media, I'm using my power to bring that show back. So, who's with me? Okay, now I have to do the cheeks, which are going to be the hardest part for me because they are circles, and that's kind of difficult to do when you don't have like a liner. Now, the next thing on my list is music. I would say my favorite artist of all time will always be Billie Eilish. I love her with my whole soul. I've loved her for so many years, and I'm not saying that in like a guys, I've loved her for so many, I mean like genuinely, I've just been in love with her and her music for so many years at this point. I really don't think I will ever change my mind on my favorite artist. But besides Billie Eilish, I would also say that my favorite band, not solo artist, but my favorite band would be Radiohead. Radiohead and Muse are like the two music artists that I listen to most. Again, like I said, Billie Eilish is my favorite music artist, but I don't listen to her as much as I used to. She's just going to always be one of my favorite people. But Radiohead and Muse I listen to the most out of all music that I listen to. I do listen to Phineas, and I used to listen to Leith Ross a lot. I don't listen to them as much anymore, but I do still love them. But I do also really enjoy concerts. I go to a lot of concerts, which I used to post about a lot on TikTok. That was like my main source of content, I guess. I'd make like a compilation of like my favorite clips and videos from the concert that I had went to the night before. Hey, so you want to know something that's really hilarious? I didn't notice my phone was about to die, so it died, and I just sat here talking to myself for probably 7 minutes, finishing the rest of the lookup. So this is what the results were. But yeah, I had nothing else to say really, so I guess I'll let you guys go. I'm gonna edit this. You know what? The channel is called Delilah Doesn't Sleep. I guess I'm gonna prove that to myself, or I guess I'm gonna prove that to you. This video is probably gonna go up really late, which means, you know what? Nobody's gonna see it, but that's okay. You know what? I'll probably post something on TikTok about it, and maybe some of you guys are bad at sleeping too. We're in this together, and I love you. And thank you so much for watching. Even if you didn't get to this part, doesn't matter. I guess, you know what, this is really just proving to you and me how bad all of our attention spans are. If you saw this, you know what, if you're seeing this part, you can comment, I saw this part. Thank you. I'm really just trying to bring out my inner YouTuber here. Comment down below, like and subscribe. Subscribe challenge. You have 5 seconds. Go down and subscribe and like the video. And if you succeeded at that challenge, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And if you succeeded at that challenge, you can comment a little alligator emoji into the comments, and I'll know that you succeeded, and I will heart your comment. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.